So there's a new paint job. What's the new paint job? Let me look. What is the new paint job? Paint jobs. Halloween paint jobs. Halloween paint jobs are here.
Hello?
Yeah? What? Hello, what?
Hello. I cut out.
Oh.
You're back.
Halloween paint jobs. Did this just come out today?
Yeah, it just came out today. It just came out today.
Spectrix.
Yeah. I figured out what the deal is with my firewall. So I can talk to you guys on Discord with my firewall up, but as soon as you guys hit record, it blocks me from talking and hearing.
That is so funny.
It is, and so I have to turn it off. And so you guys hit record and I disappeared for a few seconds.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, as you can tell, dear listeners, this is the 307th for the 23rd of October, 2025.
33011.
33011.
And this is the Loose Screws Podcast. I am Commander Larkshadow, and I am joined today by the illustrious Commander Bloomingwind.
Hello, everybody.
And the incomparable Commander Roy.
Good evening.
And the may or may not exist Fred Cookson.
Good evening.
I love when you can just tell where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
So I want to start out, I want to hear how your guys' weeks were, because that's honestly the part I am interested in the most, and I'm not even going to lie about that. So let's start from right above me. How you doing, Roy? How's your week?
Oh, good. More of the same, I'm afraid. I'm still batching it. And that's actually, it's been extended. I don't know if I mentioned that last week, but I'm in for another 2.5 weeks of this.
Yeesh.
So, yeah, that's going well. It's lots of playtime. I've been continuing to do maintenance on the CG, which we'll talk about a bit more later, I think. And what else? My RimWorld colony is still alive.
Yay!
I made it through my steel shortage and didn't get killed by the mechanoids.
As it's your
braver.
first colony, that's saying something, because that game's mean, man.
Is this like a Tamagotchi thing? Or if you don't water your colony every day, it dies?
No, it doesn't exist. I mean, the vanilla one doesn't run without you. I think there might be a mod for doing that, but no, it's only when you're there. But it ends up becoming like a plate spinning exercise. I got to a point at one point where I had been a bit overzealous with planting crops and getting a larger flock of different animals, and my pawns, as they're called, started spending all their time cleaning the barn and planting things, and I had no time for feeding them, and people started getting sick, and then the animals started dying, and it was looking like a sort of a downward spiral, and I managed to whip up a quick convoy and sold half of everything to the nearby town, so relieved the pressure on that. So
were they planting carrots?
I guess. No, I'm doing rice and hops, because I'm brewing beer. That's another big thing I'm selling to the nearby town.
Oh, very
beer.
cool.
So it's a lot of fun.
Very nice.
And yeah, that's pretty much my week. Not a lot new going on there. So who's next? Bloom, how about you go?
Yeah. Well, my beautiful bride returned to Nashville from Savannah for less than 24 hours before heading off to Auburn to visit our son. So I think he was a little homesick, and she felt like he needed to be visited. And it was one of those spontaneous things where I can't just cancel my Friday clinic. So, I can't go with them. So I'm up here alone even longer, but she'll be back Saturday. We did something really fun though on Wednesday night. So my mother lives in a senior condo place, and it has independent living, assisted living, memory care. And she's in independent living. And so they have a couple of dining rooms, restaurants, whatever you want to call them there. And one of them is kind of a more casual dining. One of them is a little bit more elevated dining. And last night they did a murder mystery, like a dinner theater murder mystery thing.
Okay.
And it was just so much fun. We just had an
how fun.
absolute blast. Oh no, we had a good old time. So that was really nice. Everybody couldn't figure out who the murderer was, but I think some of that they didn't trip enough clues out in the first act. So it was kind of not clear, but it was the lawyer who was embezzling everything from the rich person that was murdered in the mansion. So spoilers. But it was a good time.
Oh man, now I can't go. See,
now, well, they're going to do a different one next year. You can fly into Nashville. We'll let you know when it is, and you can join us at my mom's.
For all our listeners who are planning to go to the independent living murder mystery evening, that's
right.
ruined. It's ruined.
Not a better Wednesday night could be had in Nashville, unless you like a sky bar. In which case, there's a lot of places you could go. And then in game. I'm very excited to announce that we completed our colonization of IC 2602 sector ZU-Y. I wish I could FDev. Let me rename the damn system. Okay.
It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
I know. I will pay money. I will pay good.
Some middle manager in his sleep right now. No.
Yeah. I'll pay good arcs to rename my system. It'll make life a lot easier. But anyway, we have a Coriolis there. And at some point, I'm going to get back to it and try to figure out exactly all the things I want to put in place in that system. So
congratulations. This is your mining system?
Yeah.
This is my mining system. This is our mining system. This is the Loose Screws Platinum Overlap mining system.
Yeah, and some of us have been there already enjoying it. From past events.
Volts, Ed, Skeele, and Uraniborg and Borked all did a lot of heavy lifting.
We're going to give him a call out. Make his name correct.
Skeele.
Ed Skeele.
Yeah. I think I'm list X.
Thought it was Skeele. I'm not even joking about that.
So anyway, and then I just started doing the community goal. We'll talk about that tonight because there was much controversy in the Discord about things with it. But I did a whole bunch of mining last night. I'm going to do a bunch of hauling tonight.
Also pet the damn dog.
Okay, Rocco. Rocco doesn't want to be pet. He wants snacks. He's being greedy. He's piggy wiggy.
Doesn't want
anyway,
snacks.
that's my week in a nutshell.
Very nice. All right.
Mark, what have you been
What
up
did you
to?
do? It's your turn.
Well, it has been a fun week in the Larkshade house. Shade Shadow. Why can I never remember that? I should change my name again. It's been a fun week in the Larkshade house. My wife ended up getting one of the MA jobs she applied for, and she started this week and has been in training. She'll be in her first clinic tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, exciting.
So it's been exciting and exhausting on every single level for her.
What kind of clinic is it going to be? What kind of office?
She is with Primary Health. So it's generalist.
Yeah.
But her home clinic is going to be the peds.
Fun.
Or pediatric one, which she's very excited about.
Yeah, that's going to be a great time. Except for the parents. Parents can be difficult.
Yeah, well, the parents are technically the physician's problem, not hers. So
yeah, that's true.
So that's been fun. I've been working my brains out as well because we have to, pay a mortgage and stuff. But that's been also fun. We officially have had our first frost in Idaho, and every single thing I've been looking at, whether it's almanac or actual meteorologist or whatever, everyone is calling for a very cold, wet winter this winter. So that might probably not be as fun because driving in the snow sucks when everyone else on the road is a moron.
Morons in Idaho?
Just a few.
Just a few. Because you would think they know how to drive in the snow there.
You'd think that, yes. They, in fact, do not.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. So I got that to look forward to in November and onward. But that aside, I have been playing some Elite. I decided I missed the ship that was my late Hero Corgi Mix's namesake called the Dozer. And that was a federal dropship, specifically because Dozer, since he was a healer mix, liked to just walk through things. He didn't care what was in the way. It was going to fall over and he was going to go through it. And the dropship is very adept at ramming, so I thought it appropriate.
Nice.
Or dynamics.
Yep.
And you absolutely positively need the 5th hardpoint.
100%. Speaking of which, core dynamics, come on. We're all waiting for a new ship from you guys. Everyone else has done it. Got to get in on this, man. What the hell? Just throwing that out there.
Yep. Maybe just like one big gun with thrusters.
I was thinking it could be a large combat ship, something along the lines of a Corvette, but maybe like a little bigger. Just think of whatever other ship name that's around the same size, right? And it has 4 huge hard points and 2 medium.
That would work.
Yeah, I'd fly it.
I would fly it too.
Can you imagine 4 huge cannons opening up on you?
Yep. That would not be good.
Well, it'd be good for me.
That'd be great for you.
Staying.
Do plasmas come in huge?
Yes, they do.
Ooh.
And when you fire them, even without engineering, it looks like you just shot the surface of the sun.
Yeah. If I get something like that, I'd have to get the shot speed up and do the focused ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire once and have flames come out of the heat sinks on the outside of your ship.
Isn't there the engineering you can do on that too, where the hotter you get, the more powerful they get?
Oh, yeah.
Thermal conduit. Yeah.
It makes the plasma effect bigger as well when you shoot it.
Yep.
Yeah, so you go from looking like you're firing the surface of the sun to actually firing the surface of the sun. I've been in a... Oh gosh, when was it? It was one of the CGs right after the Thargoid War. I forget which one, but I was going after a guy who was out there doing PvP, not a ganker, but just like pulling people and doing piracy, right?
Yeah.
He actually was in a vet with the 2 huge plasmas with the thermal conduit on them. And when he got heated up, when he fired, it was like flashbang out. I couldn't see anything, man. It was so bright.
Oh, Lord.
Good stuff. Would recommend.
Yeah.
Fun stuff. But from there, since our actual lives are boring, even though we don't think so, we're going to go right into the controversial squadron update.
Incoming priority message.
Squadron briefing.
Take it away, Blooms.
All righty. Thank you. So, so I was listening to Lave this week, and the topic of the Type 11 patch 2 came up in the patch notes, and they were discussing BGS and what's broken, what's not broken. Is it fixed? Is it not fixed? And so I decided to do a little bit of a deep dive on this to provide clarification to my friends across the pond. So in reviewing the issue tracker IDs from the patch notes, basically the fix that was in the T11 patch was fixing what was causing BGS to get stuck. So you would trigger a war and it would stay impending for 2 weeks. You would finish a war and it wouldn't close out, or an asset wouldn't transfer. So it appears that that's what they fixed when they said they fixed BGS. Unfortunately, that means BGS continues to be half broke, because through the hard work of Oblivious and some of our other captains, our commanders, what we've found was that doing missions, the mission influence still doesn't transfer to the faction you are doing the mission for. So if you're in one of our systems and that Loose Screws network is controlling, and you do a mission for our friends, the After Dark Initiative, the influence should go to them, and their influence should go up, and Loose Screws' influence should go down, and that is not happening. So that aspect of this is still broken in certain systems, and we believe it is Power Play 2.0 if there's a system where there's a Power Play 2.0 power.
Easy for you to say.
Thank you. That was previously occupied by a Power Play 1.0 power. That's the place where the most trouble is. But I cannot confirm nor deny if it's going on in other systems because we just haven't been doing the science to try to figure out all that stuff. But ultimately, it's broken. And when did it break? So that was the other discussion by our friends on Lave Radio. And it broke with Power Play 2.0.
Yep, 100%.
Not Trailblazers. It all began with Power Play 2.0. So those are kind of the highlights. Other than that, we're in 326 star systems in Control 85. And that big jump was because of the hard work that Volt and some of my other friends did. And I also did trying to get our mining system set in place. We occupied about 6 systems in the process and controlled them all. So,
a mining system. Which mining system was that again?
It's the mining system is IC 2602 sector ZU-Y D103. It was at the time that we decided to go after it, the closest double platinum overlap to the bubble that was not already occupied. So I spent a lot of time in HIP 22312 doing mining. It was one jump away from the bubble. People weren't going there. Everybody goes to Omicron, Capricorni, and a couple other places. And so this one is far enough down the list. A lot of people weren't going to it. And the last time I went there, it was occupied by some other power, and there was all sorts of pirates and riffraff there. And I was like, forget this. I'm going to make my own place, and it's going to say loose screws on it. And we're going to call it a day. And so
blackjack and hookers and sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Blackjack and hookers. So it's a party and booze. We have booze. So, and we have Gamma Strain Onion Head for those who
do
dabble
we
in
really out there?
We do.
That
have
is
it out there.
hysterical.
Yeah. So come out, do some mining, get some stoned on. It's a party.
Nice.
What we need is gambling.
Oh my gosh! So it actually did do the blackjack and hookers thing. That is freaking hilarious.
It did do the blackjack and hookers. Bender would be proud.
I was just doing it for the meme, so
I know you were.
I'm elated.
So.
Oh, flip. All right. And moving on from
I mean, we may have to create an installation and name it Lark's Hookers and Blackjack.
No, one installation is named Blackjack, and then an outpost farther out that's named Hookers.
There you go. Lark's Bunny Ranch.
No, it's a Carrot Ranch. You know that.
Carrot Ranch. We could do. Okay, what you do when you're
oblivious isn't here. He's going to be listening to this.
Well, they're for the bunnies. Yeah.
Yeah, what you do in the privacy of your own home, Lark, is none of my business.
Oh, for crying out loud. Why am I like this? Oh, shoot.
All right, well, that's the squad update.
All right, that's the squad update. And let's move into the power play update, which is still being written because none of us actually looked at it before starting the show.
This is the short PP report.
We're professionals.
Yep.
Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
It's average, so get your facts straight.
All right, Roy, would you mind with the power play?
Sure. So this is the power play update unashamedly copied from Kruger 5's post in our Discord earlier today. Cycle 51. Can you believe we are entering into 1 year of power play 2.0 this week?
All of us BGS lovers can say, yes, we can believe we've been almost a year of power
I
play.
absolutely
2.0.
believe it. I'm still mad at you, power play.
So Winters, with a strong week, added the most systems at plus 18, all exploited. Yongrui again with the overall strongest week with plus 5 more strongholds and plus 8 fortifieds. Petraeus goes minus 1 system overall, but minus 3 fortifieds. And finally, Delane also kept flat with 0 systems gained. And that is your short PP report.
Hey, it's average size. Oh, goodness. All right. Well, I am getting ready to undock after getting limpets. I'm about to fly my mining Corsair out to our new mining system to take the
Ready.
system for a test drive,
Thank you.
as it were. Hold on. Let me get to my galaxy map first. Do. Okay. System name again.
Oh my God. System name again. It is IC 2602 sector ZU-Y D103.
That is a very big sector because the autofill is going nuts.
Yeah, it's huge. It's bigly. So
25 jumps.
yeah, it's pretty far out. It's about 600 light years.
What is my jump range? I'm curious now. In the mining setup Corsair, where
It's
are
probably
we?
like 23.
Haha, gotcha. It's 24.2.
Oh, you showed me. You
But I
showed me.
also I think the ship will actually be a good miner because with the two engineered size 6 racks, as well as just a normal size 6 rack, I have 232 units of space on board. So I mean, that ain't bad at all. But I'm also going to be flying my carrier out there because I am lazy AF.
There you go. Alrighty. So what's next? Galnet update?
On to the Galnet update. It looks like there was some megaship movements. Did that just happen today? Or
That
was
just
that
happened
yesterday?
today. That
Okay, yeah,
absolutely
that-
just happened today.
That was just today. So the megaships around the HIP 87621 speculation, where that supposed new life is, which I still think is just cooler Thargoids or potentially Guardian descendants. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Or
But
unlife.
Yeah, that's just me spitballing though.
Yeah.
Anyways, those megaships moved. Independent observers reported that unusual activity in the systems surrounding HIP 87621, and they are intensifying rumors about covert operations in that region. There have been multiple reports indicating that megaships have been spotted operating near the permanent lock system over the past week. Though no power has formally acknowledged involvement, we all know every single one of them is around that system right now. Let's be honest. Analysis believe that this early mobilization suggests a push for influence around the system. What do you guys think of that? And what do you think's in there?
This
Well,
is more the drip feed of the story, right? To keep it sort of percolating along, and feeds into what we were talking about last week, where they're appearing to set up a catastrophe, move a bunch of people in, then have something terrible happen.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
In this game, that never happens.
That always happens. But hopefully that means rescue missions, because a lot of people love rescue missions and we've been starved for them since the end of the Thargoid War.
I'd be okay if there was a new plague that caused a state where you could do rescue missions again. I would frickin' load up my T8 with passenger racks and be like, let's go.
If this was a horror movie, this would be the part where the teenagers show up to the cabin, an abandoned cabin that doesn't have power, and one of them is busy starting a fire, and a couple of them sneak off to a bedroom, and everybody kind of gets busy with things while the horror starts sneaking up on them.
Hey, did you see that thing in the forest? Let's split up and go look for it.
All right, so which power is going to be the final girl?
The final one.
Well, I think
I know who hates
one.
picking.
There could only be one, I think, who's the one that maybe survives until the end.
Yeah.
That a big portion of the audience is rooting for.
Yep.
But ultimately gets consumed.
Yeah, it's clearly Zemina Torval.
No, she's the killer. The head detaches, little spider legs come out. She just kills
you couldn't
everybody.
see that coming? Come on.
Yeah.
My apologies to the Torval folks in our Discord. You earned it by following Torval.
Yeah. Yeah, but she gets more
maybe-
props. But they get more props. No, I got to give them props compared to the Petraeus people. I mean, they just imploded. I mean, they were like the Phillies in the playoffs this year. I mean, what the hell?
I want to talk about that for a sec. I have two theories as to what's going on with Petraeus. Okay. Theory one is that it was active undermining from other imperial powers. Like it was a whole plan from the other imperial powers to be like, oh, let's kick the senator out and get all of the royal family higher. But the more likely scenario, I think, is Petraeus was a paper tiger and didn't actually have enough people to support how big they were.
That makes sense.
I personally like the first theory more, though.
Yep.
It's more fun and probably involves feet pics.
There you go.
Then that's just my theories about that.
Yeah. Hopefully,
But
the Duval
regarding-
feed
yeah.
picks and not.
So you think Mikado Kane's going to come out the winner there?
Maybe could be. That's who Hate's fan favorite is.
Waifu Kane. Sorry.
Yeah, Waifu Kane.
Have they ever involved the power play leaders themselves in a Halloween event?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to my knowledge either.
For something as important as this rush to surround HIP 87-621, what if the powers themselves showed up to, I don't know, help stake their claim, and then whatever this horror is breaks out, we end up with zombie versions of the powers.
I know a
Their
lot
leaders.
of people are
You could
rooting
change
against that, but
Could
I
change
would be.
the pictures of them.
Oh, man.
Oh, that would be fun. New headshots.
Yeah, new zombie headshots of each of the power leaders.
Yeah, I'm down. So there is an actual theory that whatever they discovered in HIP 87-621 is either that or the Thargoid hybrid people that have been quiet for a while are eventually going to be activated, as it were, and we're going to get air quote zombie mode, as it were, in this game.
Just instantly across the whole bubble, they just flip on.
by like having to land. But here's how I think it's going to go, and this is why I would be on board for that. I think it would be having to land on burning and abandoned stations, like ones you would be potentially rescuing people from normally, right? That sort of look. And that you'll have to make your way in, disembark, and immediately start fighting your way to get something for a mission that some power needs so they can try and find either a cure for this or a way to stop the virus from spreading. You know what I mean? And I know there are some people in the community that wouldn't like that. I've heard that on Lave, though I don't remember who now. I've also heard that just talking to people on different elite forums, or whether it's on Reddit or Facebook or what have you.
But they wouldn't like what?
They wouldn't like zombie mode. They're like, oh,
just zombies.
Yeah,
Okay.
it shouldn't be in the game. I think it would be fun to land my ship, jump out, and start blasting sick people with a plasma rifle. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
I have
the
no
Go ahead.
objections. I have no objections to the idea of zombie mode. I mean, I think that's really great.
Yeah, heavy
activate the
air quotes
Thargoids.
that you can't see there, but yeah.
The only thing I don't like is I've done nothing on foot. I've done other than wave at everybody at the start of Distant Screws 3. Like I've done no on foot.
Dude,
So-
we need to get you on a freaking site.
Well,
to
you're the
steal
one in
some
the
crap.
cabin who's going to die first, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, of course I'm going to be the one that dies first. So
Yeah, he's the smart one. The smart ones always die first in a horror movie. Didn't
yeah,
you
we
know
way overthink everything. So
So what's the exobio tie-in? Is it looking for a cure? Is that it?
yeah, that's probably what the exobio thing is that either you need new things, because I mean now there's like a 750 range with the scanners or something. So
Maybe it's a zombie detector.
oh, maybe.
Zombie
Then you
detector.
don't have to get close to them.
So
Or those little spider aliens from the Snake Sector event are what they found there, and they're latching on to people's faces and making them move around like
That would be
Half-Life.
crazy if there was tiny, fast-moving spiders.
oh, that would be awesome.
Oh, there's not enough missiles in the universe for me to shoot those spiders.
That would
from
just
orbit.
be so. There's a serious ick factor with that.
Yeah.
That would be genuinely scary. Having
Bard would
hundreds
hate
of
that.
little spiders.
Oh, I would
chase
hate
you.
that. I'm arachnophobic.
Yeah, because I mean he got particularly spooked by that
like
Snake Sector thing. I mean he was
this
just
jump
like
pack.
no.
This jetpack does not sustain long enough.
Yeah, I'll be the guy in whatever 4-seat ship you guys need, dropping you off and picking you up. That's what I'll do.
Time for Odyssey flamethrower.
Yes.
Yes.
Turn this plasma assault rifle into a plasma flamethrower.
They need a good flamethrower in the game.
They do. That would be
I might
fun.
actually learn how to do one
How
fun
well
if
would a
they had-
flamethrower work in light atmosphere, though? Because I don't think it would.
Well, I mean, if you had a separate nozzle for oxygen that you had from the fuel, you could kind of get something to work.
Ooh,
Just
in
like a rocket
settlements-
engine.
No. In settlements, you could start fires then instead of just evacuating the air to put them out. You could actually start fires.
Oh, you can do that anyways. Didn't you know that?
Really? No, with what?
Yeah. You have to hit the settlement with a mine.
That set thing on fire?
That messes everything up, man. Things
But
are
does it actually
sparking,
start
lights
fires?
are out. There aren't
I'm
like
talking
big
about
fires
inside the buildings. Does it set
Oh yeah,
fires
there
inside
aren't
the
like
buildings?
big fires like there were during the event, but it does like knock out lights and severely damage stuff.
Interesting. Well, anyway, I still want a flamethrower.
Yes. Or we could go the ultra scientific route, and the flamethrower could be the next level of plasma and just be a lightning thrower.
Can it do
I'm
ball
just saying.
lightning?
Throwing that out there.
I'm in.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, let's move on to the note from the CG, which I'm going to let Bloomingwind talk about because I haven't been involved in the CG at all.
Alrighty. So the CG. Yesterday, I learned that in this CG, if you are mining, there's a tremendous amount of merits to be had. So last night, me and VR were wing mining, and I was able to fill up my hold twice and get 23,000 merits per hold from MIT-11. So really great, really exciting. You know,
How much does that T11 hold?
322 tons.
Oh, dang. My Corsair is actually close to that. I'm okay with that.
plus 6 in the plus 6 more tons in the refinery.
Yeah.
So for 328. Anyway, so we're doing this last night, and then Jello Wigger wanted to get in on the act, and then I get a message from him this morning saying, "Hey, I didn't get any merits. What the heck?" And then Trax astutely made the observation, "It's Thursday. There's a new state." And I was like, "Okay," but yesterday it was, all the powers were undermining, and except for Grom. And Grom's the controlling faction, and they were reinforcing.
What's the
And then
system name again? I'm going to look at it on the PowerPoint.
The system name
HIP
is
87621.
HIP 87621. So, oh no, that's the megaship system. This
I was
is
going to say, wait.
that's the megaship one. That's not the. It is still HIP. I mean, it's just not as HIP. So
No,
it's
you're right.
HIP
It's the hand-in.
90578. So HIP 90578, and so. But it was making me kind of like rethink. Wait, how does mining merits work? Because it's like, you should be able to undermine and reinforce. If you're mining in the system that you are delivering the ore to. So I'm like, why was it working? Why is it not working now? And so I went to the system map. And when I looked at the system map today, I realized, wait, the only power there is Uri Grom. All the powers were there yesterday, and everybody bailed except Uri Grom.
Here's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
According to the galaxy map,
Yeah.
it says unoccupied.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That lends credence to the theory that I don't think they meant for that to get turned off.
Right.
Does that mean
So-
even Grom can't get merits there now?
No. Grom can get merits there if it's an acquisition system for them. So they can, but they have to have a source for mining that's fortified or a stronghold in range. So if they control another system,
Yuri
that has
Grom.
rings.
Yuri Grom is there. Sorry.
There's
It
two.
wasn't
There's
loading
two
right.
fortified within, I think 20 and one. Actually, there's two fortified almost within 20, so they wouldn't count. There's one.
Yeah.
There's one stronghold that's less than 30.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm
So
looking at that now.
So if that stronghold is somewhere they can mine, then they can mine there and bring the ore to the system and get merits.
But just them, just Grom.
Just Grom.
Yes. So on
Right.
the galaxy map, I apologize. I must have had the wrong system selected or whatever. But on the power play map, it does show Yuri Grom has passed the minimum control score now,
Oh, good.
which booted all of the other powers out, whether that was intended or not.
Well, the powers were
So-
gone before they crossed that line because they didn't cross that line this afternoon when I looked.
Really? Well, I have
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. And we were all gone.
So what's the
So-
state it's in for Grom then right now?
Right now, it is about a third of the way past the minimum control score and headed towards whatever their
So
first
is that
level
acquisition
occupy
then? Is that
Yeah,
the state it's
acquisition.
called? Okay.
Or exploited. Exploited is the next one.
Yeah.
Acquisition is when you're working on it. So it's right now it is well on its way toward exploited.
So can Grom players still get mining or get merits for mining when it's an exploited system?
In theory, yeah, because they're reinforcing it
Okay.
at
So
that
just
Yeah.
reinforcing
I
in
think they would.
general.
I think we have to get Volt to go check it out for us since one of his. Because he's Grom.
Yeah.
So what was going on before the tick then?
So
Because
before
nobody
the
else has
before
stations
the
near this.
tick, it looked like it was. I thought it was Grom's, but because they were the guys on the right on Inara, and everybody else was on the left undermining. They were reinforcing, and everyone else was undermining, or
So
something
how
like
were
that.
how were they undermining? They just all decided
We
to,
were all yeah, and that's the whole thing. That was all God hand. So the whole thing was God handed by FDev. All the powers were in there, and everybody was undermining except Grom, who was reinforcing.
So even though it's exploited now, couldn't the other powers still be undermining if they were still God-handed in there?
If they were still God handed in there, yes.
But they aren't because the
But they
system
aren't.
did what the system's designed to do and kicked all the other powers out when Grom got control.
But you can still undermine in that state, can you not?
Now only if you're in range.
And
Nobody's
no
in
one else is in range because that is deep
So
in
I guess
Grom's territory.
I'm this is splitting hairs, but just because he went from acquisition to exploited, that shouldn't have changed it. It's the fact that maybe they didn't keep the God hand going that changed it.
Their
Yep,
God hand was not omnipotent.
right. It got reset.
So maybe they didn't set it for 2 weeks like the CG.
Correct.
Yeah. Which is why I think it was a mistake, and that's probably going to get God handed back in here shortly.
Can they do
Or
that
won't.
without the tick?
Or I mean, or it won't. I mean, I think that, yeah, they could very well be like, well, let's just, I mean, people are going to be hauling. People want the size 5 double pre-engineered cargo rack. They had a chance to get a whole bunch of merits. We're not going to cry a river if they don't get any more merits. And they're going to have another CG and another opportunity for people to merit Palooza. I have a feeling that there's going to be some sort of merit Palooza because all of these next week, because whatever they're going to foist on us, all of the powers are in spitting distance of that system.
After the next tick, you mean?
After the next tick.
Yeah.
And when the Halloween event drops and you have all these powers with overlapping systems, it's going to be, and then some crazy bizarre ass thing happens, you're going to be getting merits for doing missions, for doing whatever. I mean, you're not going to get the massive merits for mining and selling bromolite at overpriced prices, but there's going to be something else to do.
So there was
Next week.
speculation that there might have been a shadow mechanic going on here because everyone's power invited them to participate in this thing, but it wasn't clear how they would measure other than just your stuff handed in, I guess. Yeah. I was wondering though if people actually got the merits, let me back up a step. If there was a shadow mechanic that would result in some apportioning of the systems around the permit locked system based on how many people from each power did the work, what was the mechanism that kept score for that? One option is, well, it's just however much they handed in, whether they were hauling cobalt or mining stuff. After I heard about this merits thing, I was wondering, I wonder if they meant for the merits to be the way you promote your power's influence in this mechanic.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a scorecard. It could very well be a scorecard.
But that would mean there's a lot of people that were doing things that weren't helping that scorecard. even though they were with their power. Like, this is complete speculation, of course, because no one explained what the shadow mechanic was, or even if it even exists. But it just seems suspicious to me that after the fact, we've discovered this mechanism that actually produced merits, which is the currency of power play influence. But most people didn't know. I'm guessing most people didn't know that you had to mine in that system to, number one, get massive merits, and number two, what if that's how you were helping your power? So a lot of people might have been getting credits or
Now, I wasn't
score in the
doing any
CG, but not
hauling.
helping their power.
Yeah, but I wasn't doing any hauling last week. But high profit trade is also a way that you can.
But there was no merits being granted.
Okay, so if there was no merits being granted for dropping off cobalt, then I guess the only way to do merits was mining bromolite in the system.
It's just weird that they would God hand everyone in there undermining, but then, well, weird. Weird's doing a lot of work in that sentence.
It is.
It's maybe not surprising they didn't explain this, but I'm just wondering if this was sort of an ill-explained, poorly explained, poorly executed mechanic that we're going to end up with some really lopsided group of, merit-generating commanders that isn't necessarily representative of the whole group that did all the hauling or mining. It's just whoever
I'm sorry,
happened to
but
mine
when
within
you
the system.
When you said that, my brain immediately went, in this game, that never happens again.
That's why I said Weird was doing a lot of lifting. Yeah. Huh. Oh, well, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, well. Look, there's going to be people that are upset about this just from the merit, the bonanza that they missed for merits.
Yeah,
To
there's
be
gonna be a lot
fair,
of
the
people.
CG reward could have been a steak and a BJ, and people still would have been upset.
Look, people get upset whenever they perceive that something happened that they didn't have a fair opportunity to participate in because they didn't know about it. Right? That's usually what generates. I mean, there's lots of things that generate angst around these things, but this one seems ripe for complaint.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, but still, there's going to be more merits another time. I mean, I want to
Presumably.
get prismatics. I mean, I'm 20 levels away from prismatic shields, and I never unlocked them in
Hey.
PowerPoint 1.0. And I'm like, it's okay. I'll get my prismatics later. So I just want them for a couple of ships.
Which ships? Now I'm curious.
PvP ships and my miner. I'm going to replace my size 4 Biweave with a size 4 prismatic.
Nice.
Yeah. Just so that it'll be harder for me to get ganked. Like I got ganked last night twice.
So I didn't mention this when we were talking about what we did this week, but when I was flying my main, I actually put together, inspired by Jiminy Trick's ship design, I put together a Corsair fully engineered with rails. I also put Seekers on it. I don't know if I think he runs Plasma on his, but the point was it was rails, and there was enough room in the internals to put a class, I think it was a class 6 prismatic plus cargo, and I was able to haul, I don't know, 200 and something at a time. So not a lot of cargo, but enough to, have some fun. So I was in open, going from a close by cobalt source and flying in. I saw at various times 3 or 4 people pulling other people. Nobody pulled me. I'm guessing it's because I wasn't the juiciest target. There was other people flying Panther Clippers. So
I mean, a
which
Panther
is maybe
Clipper, or what you said yours was a Corsair.
Yeah.
I mean, if I see a Corsair, I'm like, oh, they're up to something.
Yeah, they
They're
probably
trouble.
thought I was doing the same thing, maybe.
Yeah.
There was Panther Clippers. I saw one Type 9, a couple. I think there was a Type 10 someone had in there. But so this is an aspect of this maybe that people that don't regularly try hauling stuff in open, they don't realize is it's sort of like running away from the bear. You just don't want to be the slowest,
Right.
If you're not the juiciest target and the people that are pulling people are looking to be efficient, they're not going to pull you.
Yeah. Yeah, and the pirates are cool. The pirates are fun. I mean, I for one will say, I mean, an interaction with a pirate is always a good time because they're like,
yeah.
hey, give me some tonnage and I'll let you go, or do this or do it's a good interaction. The interaction I had was more of an annoying nuisance last night. It was more, I got pulled by a couple of guys who just in Python Mark II, Frag Python Mark IIs. I have a Frag Python Mark II, so I know how to use one. And they pull my my T11 on the way to the bromelite hotspot. So they pull me, and I'm just like, I can't fight you guys. So I'm just like, so I just parked. I just stopped, turned off my shields, and let them blow me up. It's like, here, kill me.
Ah.
I thought about doing auto destruct, but they're using frag, so I'd be dead before the auto destruct kills me. So, but
No, not with that attitude.
Well,
Well, no, it turns off your weapons when you auto destruct. I was gonna say could deploy your weapons and just start firing into the heat zone.
yeah, my beam lasers are not working. That's the one thing that's really weird.
Darn.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I have the, I don't know why, but my two beam lasers are not firing.
Under your modules, are they turned off?
No, they're on. Everything's the way it's supposed to be.
Are they turrets?
And you've got enough power?
No, they're not turrets. They're gimbaled, and I have plenty of power.
Weird.
Do you
It's
have
really
them on the
weird.
right fire group?
Yeah.
Your distributor's full?
Yep.
You tried asking nicely?
Nope.
What's left?
Asking nicely. That's about it. I don't know. I'm gonna remove them and put them back in, and see if that fixes
something's
it.
weird.
It's weird. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of them not firing either. I mean, I'll double check some other things, but I mean, I double checked my fire groups, all of it. My multi cannons work because that was the whole thing with a couple of NPC pirates stumbled upon VR and I last night, and I mean, they were 3 eagles. I mean, they were like nothing, and so I mean, that's when I realized my beams weren't working, and I was like, okay, I'm firing my multi cannons. I have a ship long. Thank goodness for the ship launched fighter. My co-pilot, she's elite, and I have the plasma repeaters on the Fed ship. What is it? What's the Fed ship called?
Oh,
Because with the Condor. Yeah, the Condor. Yeah, and I mean, it was just like it was doing like the heavy lifting for VR and I. So I was like, my damn lasers won't work. So
yeah, isn't the fighter like equivalent of a large or huge hardpoint out there?
3, isn't it?
it's a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a
And
large.
it was doing a good job. I mean, even though the Eagles can move and it's a fixed hard point, having an elite, I trained her up from mostly harmless. So
Yeah, my fighter pilot is in dangerous right now. And I would check where I'm at in the combat rank, but I'm jumping now, so never mind.
Yep.
But same thing. I've had her since mostly harmless. She has the same name as my wife, spelled the same way even, so I can never fire her. She just flies with me forever now.
She's your video game wife.
Yeah, basically.
I guess that's allowed.
All right, where am I on the thing? I'm curious now because I haven't checked in a while.
So we don't think the God Hand's coming back.
I don't think the God Hand's coming back this cycle. I could be wrong, but I also haven't heard the feigned outrage from, the outraged public that they can't get merits. I mean, all I've heard is aw shucks. So I don't think that the torches and pitchforks are heading for Cambridge.
Has there been any evidence of them fixing something like this in between ticks before?
I want to say yes. I want to say there was something else.
I'm sure the answer to that is yes, but I can't think of an example, And I'm sure.
But also there was a seismic change in the Minerva community goal where everyone was doing all the PvP. And like in the first week, like a lot of people were getting merits and things like that. And then in the second week, because I want to say the Empress, took control of the system, and as a consequence of taking control of the system, it was a reinforcement or something for her. It was a exploited for her, and it changed the whole feng shui of everything. So like we weren't getting as many merits or whatever for killing things or something.
So-
I mean, but I think the Minerva thing, there was a change. There was a change in like what activities counted for what merits after in the second week compared to the first. So yeah, there's precedent for this, and they didn't fix that.
So fun story. My combat rank is at dangerous, and it is all but like 1 pixel at the very end of the bar.
Oh, exciting!
Nice.
Is dangerous
Kill
the
some
one
things.
before elite, or is deadly?
I think it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Look it up.
I'm almost there.
Yay!
Hear that, Chig? I'll be elite. Then I could take you on.
That make you triple elite?
That will make
Oh,
me
no,
triple elite
no,
for the first
sorry,
time.
I
Yes.
was wrong.
You and
I
Trax
was wrong.
both.
I was wrong. It's deadly.
It is deadly.
You've got a whole other.
Are
all
you
that again to
serious?
do.
Somewhere Chig is laughing, I hope.
Yeah, and each one's double, and each one is double
Yeah.
the last one.
You got twice what you did. Yeah, to do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine with it. Whatever.
There you go.
Okay, you'll have to wait a little bit longer before I can take you on, Chig. Just saying. Alrighty. Well, let us move on to the dev news. And the dev news is we have some new buckets of paint. Can someone tell me about them? Because I just found out about them today.
Yeah, I think we all just found out about them today because they just dropped today. But basically, for all of the new ships, there's a new series of glow in the dark. They're really leaning into this hollow paint. Glow in the dark paint jobs. They're called the Spectric paint jobs, and they look like a bunch of angry teeth. Freud, do with that what you will. I'm not going to say what Freud would say because I don't want to get taken off the air, but if you know your Freudian psychology, you know what I'm talking about, people. So that was the first thing that came to my mind when I saw them. They're pretty cool. They glow.
I'm looking at them on the store right now. They look really cool. I actually like them a lot.
Yeah, and the Twitter tweet with the animation of them is pretty good too. So, and they're not unreasonably priced at 6,000 arcs a pop. I may have to get one for one of my ships.
That's actually really not bad, all
So
things
I wanna-
considered.
Yeah, I mean I don't know if I want my miner glowing in the dark, but
It's odd
No,
that those
put it-
ones
put
are
it on
not
your
on
combat ship.
sale. It's odd that those ones are not on sale and the rest of the Halloween ones are.
Because
Oh,
those
no,
Halloween
that was-
ones have actually been around for a while. That's why.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
they're not going to put anything on sale that's new.
Hmm.
I mean, they got
I
to make
have
their
to
profit.
say, that sort of teeth scale pattern looks really friggin' good on a Mandy.
Oh, it does. Yeah, that was the spokesmodel ship that they were
That's
using
real
for it.
nice.
Oh,
See
the
what else.
pumpkin decal is free.
For those who don't
you're
have
right.
the glow in the dark pumpkin
You're right.
decal,
It
go
is
get
free.
it. It's stupid and hilarious.
Yeah. So both of you who don't have it, get it.
Both of you. And while you're at it, buy Odyssey as well.
15 quid for Odyssey? And BGS is still broken? I can't do the British accent like Daxi can. I'm sure I'll get critiqued on Lave for that.
Oh, was that supposed to be Cockney?
It was supposed to be something. I don't know.
Here, let me
I
go
don't
back.
speak English,
Let me
so yeah.
go back. I got your back. I got your back. Where did the thing? Oh, there it is. I'll begin with PP 2.0, you bloke. 15 quid for a broken game.
There you
Wow.
go. Much better than mine.
I hear Psychic's looking for an English voice actor. You guys should definitely.
Oh no, I already
no,
volunteered Adaxius for that. I went to their Discord and I just said, "Hey, there's a guy who could do a really great British accent. His name's Adaxius. I highly recommend him."
I love that. And for those who don't have it, also available are the on-foot pumpkin outfits, skeleton outfits, and slimed outfits. I have the skeleton one because it's hilarious on my big armor. Gosh, I forget what that's even called. One sec. Somewhere I hear Chig
Trickster?
saying, well, that tells you all you need to know about Odyssey. It's a Dominator. I have the skeleton one on my Dominator.
Oh, the suit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's also, I think we skipped over this. There's for the old ships. There's the old Halloween skins. There's the
Which don't look
malevolent
bad.
horror for Anaconda, and various versions of what's called wisps. Haunt, Poltergeist, Shade, Yuri, Revenant, Phantasm, Horror. They're basically pumpkin faces of various sizes in different colors for
I
the
love
old
'em.
ships.
Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, I have the malevolent nightmare, which is the jack-o'-lantern for
That's
my
the-
aspects. So
Okay.
Nice.
and I usually put that on my aspects at this time of year.
And those are all 4,500 down from 6,000 arcs. So a bit of
Sweet.
a reduction.
And that is literally it for dev news.
Yep. There's no other
pennies.
dev news.
Obviously, they're working on stuff in the background based on what's happening in Galnet. But I wish they would turn that IV up a little. Does anyone know where the nurse call button is?
I do not.
I'm
darn.
still wondering why they had those mega ships move around so early on and then just sit for a month.
If I had to guess, somebody had the date set wrong in their Outlook calendar.
Oh.
And that
do
was literally
do you think it was
it.
literally a month off?
Yeah.
Because if the number of days that it took, you think that would make more sense to launch now and have it be the week leading up to Halloween.
Isn't there also something weird about mega ship movement? Like,
What do
is
you
there
mean?
some? Does it have its
In
own
general?
rules and schedule or something? I mean, we could ask one of our friends from Canon, but I always thought that there was some funny business with mega ship movement. I mean, ever since the Gnosis moved, you know, there was always, I thought, something weird about the schedules that those things keep. So
I think there is, but that also depends on what megaship and if it's even one that moves regularly in the first place, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Also, the Gnosis is such a cool story. If there's anyone listening that's new to the game and doesn't know the story of the Gnosis, which used to be Canon's flagship, that's Canon Research, I should say, go look up that story. I think there's a few different versions of it out there on YouTube. At one point, they accidentally jumped into Thargoid space, and it was freaking hilarious. And this was before we had anything that could like really damage the Thargoids, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, they were very cross about that.
It was hysterical.
Yeah.
So this CG ends on the 28th. Is that right?
Yes.
So Tuesday. And then, so next week at this time, the tick will have happened. And even though it's not technically Halloween, that would be when the event starts, is after the tick next week, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Okay. So we'll know next week.
Well, definitely now.
We'll
Or at least the start
definitely,
of it.
maybe, probably know, kind of.
Yeah. And they may even kick it out to Thursday, because I know Thursday is like the big tick, and that's Mischief Night in Philadelphia. And
Nice. What is
the
that?
Devil's, Devil's Night in Detroit.
I'm assuming it's going to be Thursday, not the Tuesday.
Yeah.
They wouldn't do a tick on the Tuesday for some reason, right?
No.
They'd be on the Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes the community goals start on Tuesdays and stuff too. Like sometimes they start on weird days.
Oh,
But-
yeah.
But I think it'll just, this one will end on Tuesday. The next one will start on Thursday.
Noise.
Well,
Yep.
we have that to look forward to.
Well, sorry, I was distracted scrolling through my fire
That's okay.
groups that I forgot to set up for my miner.
Yeah.
You guys have anything else? Because I got friggin' nothing this week.
I don't have anything. I think we covered everything we wanted to talk about. We talked about power play and mining and the all the little
The
news and
God Hand.
updates.
Yeah.
The God Hand. We talked about the God Hand. And let me just see.
The
is there
partially
anything-
omnipotent God hand.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's a couple in community corner. There's a couple of things.
Hit it.
Yeah.
Arad Prime made a video about the players creating a third bubble. And
I haven't watched that, but I saw
that's
that
a good video. It's interesting. I mean, it's just with all of the colonization stuff going on. I mean, I think that, the idea that, they're really trying to build a sizable community, like a planned community. Hopefully there's no HOA.
Oh, it's
You know,
gamers. There will be.
there will be an HOA. That'll be really cool. The little corner that my mining thing is in is getting pretty developed too, which is nice. Because I mean, everything I needed was within like 80 light years as far as supplies and stuff like that. So, I mean, I'm part of the suburban sprawl, and they're trying to build an HOA.
I'm actually out here in system now, scanning it down, and there's some pretty cool planets here, man.
Yeah. Oh no, there are. Yeah.
That class 3 gas giant is beautiful.
Oh, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. So, and then the other piece is that the Elite Dangerous Colonization Mega Guide dropped its version 2.0. So thank you to everybody's favorite Dutch war criminal Commander Meccan, for the update.
War criminal.
And I'm about to lose you guys unless I can disrupt this firewall from firewalling.
There's a third update here. It looks like the first of VR 24/7's ED Copilot time trial courses is open at Brew's Legacy on Muang 5A.
Also, hey, Blooms.
Yeah.
In your mining system,
Yes.
there is, oh gosh, what planet number is this? Frick. Planet A2 is
Yes.
a high metal content world, and there's a real big crater in there that's just itching for a base, man.
Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so I have to build a couple of ground things, and there's one thing that's specific to, I think it's not the extraction, I think, is the heavy metal. So I have to build an extraction base there. That's where we will put the extraction base.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Try and put it as close to the center of that crater as you can. I think that would look really friggin' cool.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, as it'll be fun to do a ground base. So, just have to figure out what size and all that kind of stuff because I need to try to plan it out before I do anything. And also, I'm kind of so sick of hauling right at the moment that
well, I mean, I'm out here now, and my carrier's right behind me, so I mean, I'll haul.
Oh, cool. Well, maybe I'll get out there and we can get something started. So,
yeah,
there you go. All right, and I know where all the places where we can get all the supplies are. So, actually, I mean, hauling's fun if you got friends.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. When it's all by your LOSIM, it can kind of, especially if you're staring into the, number of deliveries you need to make for an Orbis or something, and then you want to like jump out a window.
No, that's why you don't look at the number of deliveries and you just start delivering while watching Netflix or something.
Yeah. It's that first base in any system that it's like you're on that time chain. And even though, oh my gosh, I think we took 6 systems in a weekend between me and Volt and everybody else who helped. That
dude, Volt is a machine. I don't know how he does it.
He's a machine. He is a machine. And then he got called into work, and it was like crickets for a bunch of stuff. And then he was like, holy shit, all the things you did while I was at work. I'm like, yeah. He's like, don't you have to work? I was like, not on the weekends, unless I'm on call, and I'm not on call. So,
dude, there's a planet in your system that has 3 biological signs. Not bad.
Yep. And there's a couple of them that are like really close together in orbit.
Oh yeah, I'm scanning. I'm like, why can't I narrow this down?
Yeah. It's a great system. No, it is a truly great system. If it only had like an Earth-like world or something, it would be even better. But
I know, that'd be perfect.
But there's one not too far away. But I will say nothing else.
Yes.
So,
no talk. Don't talk about that.
We're not talking about that. So.
Yeah.
So I think that covers everything, unless Roy's got some other news. Roy, any new Roy story news or Roy musical news?
I'm waiting for Audaxius to finish his home projects, but I think the timing might work out, because if we can convince him to come back next week, the song that I've written that his character sings, it's actually you could say it has a Halloween theme. It's sort of like a phantom theme, so maybe that'll line up. We'll see.
All right, Daxie, you got to get on the show next week.
Well, his floor is done, so I think his family just has to unbury him from it now. And just saying.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's at that stage of life with the littles. It's hard to pull yourself away. So,
oh yeah,
empty nesting makes it a lot easier to get on the podcast. So.
This is true.
That it does. And speaking of an empty nest, we should empty this one if you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
Let's go.
All right. Well, if you liked or didn't like what you hear and wanted to tell us off, visit loosescrews.com. That's loosescrewsed.com. There you'll find a link to our Discord. You can join us there. You can also join us on our Patreon, where 100% of all the money that goes into it goes right back into the community, because that's just how we roll. Hey, that's a cool icy body in the system. ADD, sorry. So with that, for myself, for Roy, and for Bloomingwind, I keep getting distracted. This is the Loose Screws Podcast. Say bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Oh, shoot. Where's the off button? What happened? There we go.